Welcome! Bold and the Beautiful brings back Luna Nozawa, who spent the last several weeks incarcerated after a murder spree, which she tried to pin on her mother on the CBS soap. She had Steffy Forrester in a cage, so she would perish in a building demolition. So you can say she was caught red-handed. But this is B&B, so bringing a character back to the screen usually starts a new storyline, especially when that character bubbles over with evil. But what could that look like, as her future has limitations, or does it? Bold and the Beautiful could transfer Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, to a new facility. The soap could go the hospital route. They could transfer her to a medical facility for inmates after discovering a medical diagnosis that explains her past behavior. This opens up many possibilities for a storyline for the intern who turned evil. She could escape, leaving Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, looking over both shoulders. This would mean the two women who tried to kill the Forrester daughter are both out and about. The risk of Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, rebooting her death wish for Steffy looks minimized. And Luna only wanted Steffy dead because she discovered her scheme. But everyone knows about her ploy today, so there's nothing to hide. This means she has no reason to want Steffy dead at this time. But the Forrester daughter likely gets some drama out of worry if she escapes. The people Luna would likely target are her mother and her aunt. She blames her mother for a horrible upbringing. She also blames Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, for not rescuing her from her mother. So if she escapes, she could be on another mission to make the two Nozawa sisters pay. Yet in one Bold and the Beautiful spoiler scene, Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, visits Luna behind bars. So maybe she appeals to her mother to help her somehow. Luna was Poppy's entire reason for living, so if anyone likely agrees to help her, it would be her mom. But how the soap would script a get-out-of-jail-free card is anyone's guess. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have her writing a letter to Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. Bill fell for Luna's Daddy Dearest act, and he kicked himself for that mistake. But the letter likely contains repenting words from Luna Nozawa. After getting so close to this young woman, the letter could work at tugging on his heartstrings. Bill Spencer is no saint, and he likely considers himself lucky that he is not in prison after his antics in the past. So maybe he pulls some bold and beautiful magical strings to help Luna Nozawa. It wouldn't be the first time. Luna only used R.G. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, as a way into the rich and famous, but he fell hard for the intern. So he needed to work through his heartache of being a pawn in her game. But she was his first love, so if she needed to find a puppet, R.G. is a likely target. Other than a few sentences about the hope for the future line, R.J.'s appearances have become scarce lately on Bold and the Beautiful. So viewers might find out he's been communicating with his psycho girlfriend all along. But if they script R.J. as Luna's puppet on the outside, then the soap would need a makeover of the R.J. persona. He would have to suddenly turn bad, possibly from Luna's manipulation, although that's a stretch. Still, Luna started her gig in LA as a likable young woman, so B&B knows how to twist a personality in the opposite direction. That said, Luna heads back to B&B, but she still sits behind bars when we first see her. So either Luna Nozawa does her time on the CBS soap screen while incarcerated, or they find some feasible, or not so feasible, way to let her out. In the world of daytime television, few shows match the sheer spectacle, scandal, and emotional stakes of the Bold and the Beautiful. But just when fans think they've seen it all, from comas and kidnappings to switched babies and presumed dead lovers returning on stormy nights, the soap does something that makes jaws drop. This time, it's the return of Luna Nozawa, and in a twist no one saw coming, the Bold and the Beautiful may have pulled off the impossible, reviving a character not just in body, but in purpose, and possibly even redeeming the often unforgiving genre trope of a throwaway storyline. Luna's initial departure was abrupt, rife with emotional fallout, family tension, and unfinished business. Viewers were left with a gaping hole where promise and potential once flourished. And when a soap leaves a character dangling like that, the odds of a satisfying return are slim. But The Bold and the Beautiful defied expectations. Gone is the tentative, uncertain young woman overshadowed by her family's secrets. In her place is a Luna with fire in her eyes, scars on her soul, and an agenda that's part revenge, part redemption. Fans have been wondering, how did the show manage to turn a footnote into a headline? Longtime viewers will recall that Luna was entangled in the web of the Finnegan and Nozawa families, her mother Poppy's checkered past, and the forbidden romance with R.J. Forrester. Her exit coincided with the unraveling of trust and the burden of truth, a soap staple. But behind the scenes, buzz hinted at creative disagreements, dwindling screen time, and perhaps a lack of direction for Luna's arc. We open on a rainy night, classic soap atmosphere. A shadowy figure steps into Forrester Creations. The camera pans upward, and it's her, Luna. Confident, elegant, no longer an ingenue. Her first line? "Did you miss me? It's not just for RJ. It's for us, the viewers." What makes Luna's return particularly bold, pun intended, is that the writers managed to reinvent her without retconning her past. So often in soap operas, a character returns with a rewritten history, a sudden twin, or a brain chip that explains away inconsistencies. Not here. Instead, Luna's return was laced with continuity. Her motivations stem from events that actually happened: Poppy's betrayal, Lee's rejection, RJ's confusion. The show embraced Luna's messy history and built upon it rather than scrapping it. That's rare and, frankly, genius. Even more impressive, the show weaved her return into ongoing storylines with seamless integration. In a matter of episodes, Luna became central to multiple plots. The brewing power struggle at Forrester, the increasingly erratic behavior of Thomas, and Poppy's mysterious connection to Bill Spencer. Let's talk character development. Luna 2.0 isn't just bolder, she's layered. She's walking that fine line between heroine and wildcard. She's protective of her family, loyal to those she loves, but she's no longer willing to be collateral damage in someone else's drama. "You always said I didn't belong, that I wasn't a real Nozawa. Well, I'm back, and whether you like it or not, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe it's time you got used to it." This Luna is a reflection of modern soap storytelling, less damsel, more disruptor. She doesn't cry quietly in corners. She's taking meetings at Forrester, calling out hypocrisy, and flirting with danger, and viewers are eating it up. RJ and Luna had the kind of puppy love sweetness that daytime thrives on. But with her return, the dynamic has shifted. RJ's been through his own transformation, and while he's thrilled to see Luna, their chemistry is now tinged with hesitation and unsaid truths. Can they pick up where they left off, or are they destined for heartbreak? The triangle is back and more volatile than ever, but this time, Luna isn't passively caught between two men. She's weighing her options, exploring her independence, and, yes, keeping a few secrets of her own. The beauty of this return is its ambiguity. The writers have left breadcrumbs without telegraphing the twist. Whatever's coming, Luna is clearly not just passing through. She's a force now, and possibly the catalyst for the next great Forrester shakeup. What makes this return stand out isn't just that it was unexpected. It's that The Bold and the Beautiful used it as an opportunity to showcase growth for the character, for the show, and for daytime storytelling as a whole. In an age where soaps struggle to keep up with streaming dramas and declining airtime, pulling off a character return that feels earned, engaging, and essential is nothing short of a miracle. Luna's comeback is proof that even long-running shows can evolve without losing their soul.